Okay, this is what I need everyone to stop doing. I need you to stop telling each other, call you have to make sure you check up on your strong friends. You have to make sure you call and check up on them and all that. Stop doing that unless you're like me. When I check up on a friend or a loved one or whatever, when I check up on you to see what's going on, I come equipped to help you deal with whatever you're going through. I come equipped with questions that will help you start to think, answers that's going to motivate you to do what you need to do, encouragement that's going to get you to the next level of whatever storm or challenge that you're going through. Stop telling people to check up on friends and not have anything to help them with. Don't tell people to, oh yeah, you got to check up on your friend. And then they call their friend and their friend goes to them, yeah. Or their loved one or whatever, their husband or whatever. They're like, oh yeah, I'm going through this and that. And they're like, oh, okay. And they don't bring anything to this. They don't bring anything to help you deal with whatever you're dealing with. That's a waste of time and a waste of energy. You might as well have not called. Does that make sense to you? It's like, I'm here to teach everyone to think. Just because someone keeps saying something doesn't mean that that's what you're supposed to do or what they're saying is correct. Do you understand me? Just because you keep hearing all these gurus and people on TikTok and people on YouTube going, oh, you need to check up on your friend. You need to make sure that they're okay. You calling them is not going to make them okay. Especially if they're a high profile person, if they are building something that is difficult, if they're building anything, if they're a single parent that's trying to raise a household of kids, anything that they're trying to do, if you don't have anything to help them accomplish what their challenges are, what are you calling them for? Like, what are you calling me for? To check in and to like either monitor what I'm doing or to check in just to tune into a TV show? It's like, this is not a TV show for me. This is life, And it's just like, I don't know why this download came to me right now. And I know it's not for me because don't have that many friends. I have, not that many friends. So it's like, I know this is not for me, but this is for someone specific. If people keep calling you and be like, hey, how are you? And you're like, yeah, I'm not really doing that great. And they're like, oh, what's wrong? Talk about it. You talking about it is going to make it better. Bitch, no, it's not. You talking about what is going wrong is not going to make your situation better. What is going to make it better is if you talk to someone like me, who is an energy healer, who is an energy practitioner, who can heal whatever wounds or traumas that you have, and we can get rid of it so that you can actually conquer it and do what you're supposed to do. Or a person like me, who's a counselor, who can sit down and tell you exactly where the holes are and how you should maneuver. Right? You telling your friend that you're having an issue with this and you have an issue with that, and all they say to you is, I'm sorry that that's happening to you. That's not helpful. That doesn't help me. What was the purpose of me telling you anything? What was the purpose of that person telling you anything? You didn't bring anything. You didn't help them. You didn't do anything but go, oh, I don't need your sympathy. I need help. You understand? And I'm saying this now from a heal perspective because I've done the work. I've done the healing work. I've done you're all by yourself and it's just you and your spirit team and energy to get you to where you need to be. I've done that. So it's like, I'm not talking about me, but I know there's someone watching this video right now that's like, yeah, these people call me and I tell them that this is even worse. You tell them what's going wrong with you and they one up you and they start telling you what's going on with them. So it ends up being you called to find out what was going on with them and if they're okay, and you're not even listening to if they're okay, because then that person, because this happened to me a lot, that person ends up being your counselor when you called to find out how I was doing. But instead of helping me to find out what you need, what I need from you to help me do what I need to do, we're talking about you and your problems. I can't stand that. I'm not talking about if you're on a conversation with someone. I had this type of conversation yesterday. They say their stuff, I heal it. I help them, I counsel them. I say my stuff, they heal me, they counsel. It's a ping pong thing. We're both sitting down and we're both counseling each other. That is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about you call someone or someone calls you to be like, hey, I'm just checking up on you. Are you okay? And you're like, no, not really. Things are kind of hard right now. I'm kind of stressed out. I'm trying to build this business. I'm trying to raise these kids. I'm trying to maneuver things that I have never maneuvered in my entire life, and it's stressing me out. And all they can say to you is, oh, wow, okay. And crickets. You understand? It's not, okay, how can I help you? What do you need? Do you need something? Do you need something? Can I help you with something? Can I give you advice? What do you need? What can I do to help you move that needle to where it needs to go? Those are the friends that I'm calling in. I'm no longer calling in these people that just tune into my TV show, even though my TV shows are amazing. No, you want to stay a fan? That's fine. You are not going to tune into my TV show and then pretend like you're part of the unit that to help me get through the battle and build this empire. Not everybody around you is here to help you build your empire. A lot of people are just spectators, and they're taking up seats in your empire that belong to people who are actually doing or actually willing to do the work to help you build the empire, maintain the empire, and improve on it. Do you understand me? Stop allowing people to sit in seats and not do the work when it is required. You have to start changing the people that you have around you. If you're walking around with functional depression and you have a bunch of people around you, you need to look at the people that you have around you. If you're walking around and you're stressed out all the time, you need to look at the people you have around you. I'm not saying that because I'm a builder. I have my own business. I have a high profile job. I have kids. So I understand you're going to get stressed out. You're going to get stressed out. You're going to get tired because you're trying to put everything together. You're trying to put your ducks in a row. You're trying to do all that stuff. So it's going to happen. It's going to come. But if you're noticing, which I did, you're noticing you have to fight these battles by yourself. You have to cultivate and ask people the right questions in order for them to help you. Now, if people are resources, you go to them for that specific thing and you just pull it out. You do not go to them and start telling them everything that's going on with you. You don't. Because what's going to happen is you're going to waste your energy because they don't care either way. They don't. They want what they want from you. And since they want what they want from you, you need to get what you need to get from them and leave them the fuck alone. You don't need to sit there and tell them all about what's going on and how it's affecting you and all that other stuff, only for them to go, oh, I'm so sorry that's happening to you, and not leave any tidbit or any advice or any clearing or any help. Do you understand? You are in charge of you. You need to start making better choices with who you have sitting in specific seats in your empire. Do you understand me? You have to make sure the people who are sitting in those seats are doing what they are supposed to do. Do your fucking job. If your job is to be my king, do your job. If your job is to be my knight and protect my empire, do your job. If you're supposed to be there to help me, do your job. If not, no malice at all. You just can't sit in that seat. You can't occupy a seat that you don't want to do the work in. Does that make sense to you? That's like hiring an employee that doesn't want to work. And you'd be like, oh, but Keisha, this is relationship. It shouldn't be like that. Yes, it should. Yes, it should. I have cleared out almost my entire throne room. because there were people occupying seats there that they weren't doing anything. But they were watching me struggle and drown and rebirth and fall apart and come back and all this other stuff, thinking, oh wow, this is great, and have fucking popcorn watching me suffer. That is not what they're supposed to be doing. That's for people outside the kingdom. That's for people outside your court. Your inner court is not supposed to be watching you suffer. They're not supposed to watch you struggle and not have tools to help you with that struggle. They're supposed to have tools to help you with that struggle. So when they hear, oh shit, you got functioning depression, you too big to have functioning depression. Let's go clear that shit. Let's go make sure that you don't have that shit so you can go do what you got to do, because you're here for the collective. You're here to make sure that the whole empire runs. So we got to make sure that you're okay. You are supposed to have people in your life in that room that is supposed, their only job in that room is to take care of you. That's their only job. That's why they're in the room. If not, if their job is not to take care of you, they shouldn't be in the room. They can go in another room where the people who are just a fan, that are just watching you and that just there just to be there, they can sit and eat popcorn and watch the movie with them. They don't need to be up close and personal and have access to you. You understand? There are a lot of people in your life that have access to you that you need to revoke that shit. You need to take that from them, because they're not helping you. They're just watching you. They're watching you struggle, and they're using your gifts to make their life feel better, because they don't even know how to use your gifts properly. The gifts, the counseling that you do, the encouragement that you do, the work that you do to make sure the people in your life are doing and having a better life, they're not appreciating that. They're not appreciating it because they don't have to do anything. They don't have to do anything but receive. But meanwhile, you're not receiving shit. No, no, this is an 11 Earth year and a fucking 1 collective year. We're not doing that. We're not doing that this year. This is a power year. And this year, a lot of seats got to be moved. A lot of people got to be thrown out of your room, and they're not going to like it. And I'm telling you that right now, they're not going to like it. The moves that you're going to make this year, they are not going to like it. And guess what? We don't give a fuck. We don't care what they feel. We don't care how they feel, because it's not personal. This is my life. This is the life I chose to have. So what I'm going to do what's best for me, because this is my empire. And if I fall, the whole empire falls. And I can't have that happen, because there are people coming who are going to stand by my side, who are going to help me go and grow and have a great life, not just with struggle, but with joy and happiness and fun and all that other shit. But if you got people occupying seats that they're not supposed to occupy, those people can never come in. So you need to clear out that room, and the people who are supposed to be in that room, you leave room for them to come in. Do you understand me? And vet every spirit that comes up to you now. We're not doing that. Oh my God, they say they love me. Oh my God, they say that they're my friend. No. Okay, let's see what happens when the storm comes. Let's see what happens when someone tells you shit about me that you should be like, bitch, don't talk about my friend like that. Or are you going to be like, oh, really? Do you think so? Not even coming to me and being like, hey, I didn't like this or whatever. We're not doing that no more. And it's no malice. Like I told someone today, when a person makes a choice, it is their birthright to make the choices that they want to make. It is not my job to make any choices for them. You don't want to be my friend? That's fine. I have no problem with that, because guess what? I'm my own best friend. So I don't need you to be my friend. You understand? I know this is for someone specific. You have to clear out your throne room. If you are depressed and you're surrounded by people, you are surrounded by the wrong people. You are surrounded by people who are battery depleters instead of a charger. You need battery chargers. You don't need people who, when you get around them, you're drained and you're tired. And you were already tired when you called them, or you were already tired when they called you. And then instead of them charging your battery and being like, nah, you know how great you are? Dude, let's clear this shit. Let's go. Anybody who knows me, if you come up to me and you're like, well, not everybody now, people who are in my throne room, if they come up to me now and be like, yeah, I'm having an issue, I'm like, who do I gotta fight? Who we fighting? Like, who we fighting? Yeah, that's what happens when you have a Scorpio Aries friend. Who we fighting? We fighting someone? Because your battles are my battles. But that's why I'm choosing my people wisely. Because every battle that I was fighting before, and I'm getting beat up in the spirit, my body's going to shit. These people didn't care about me. These people didn't care about me at all. They didn't care that I was taking on a lot of their karmic shit. They didn't care. They didn't care that I was standing in the gap. All my intercessors, I'm talking to you. Be careful who you intercede for. This thing that like, oh, I'm just a church intercessor. Stop doing that shit, because you're putting yourself in the middle between karma and somebody else. And if you're putting yourself between karma and someone else, guess who's going to get fucked up too? Because karma doesn't play. You understand? Whatever the spirit says is going to happen, you need to back off and let it happen, because there's a reason why it's happening. You don't understand that reason. And I'm telling you from experience, my body is just getting back to the way it's supposed to be, because I stood in the gap for a few people that I shouldn't have. Do you understand? So I need you to understand, you are important. You are not only important to the collective, you are important to yourself. Do you understand me? You have to put yourself first and make sure that you are okay and that you can go and do what you are called to do. Because at the end of this, whatever life transition, whatever, and you go back and you start looking over what you did, they are not going to ask you what other people did. They are going to ask you what you did. And what you need to be is like, I did this, and that. Granted, I had to get rid of this person, that person, this person, and that person, because they weren't here for my betterment. Do you understand me? Once again, if you are walking around with depression, and then you're walking around and you're exhausted and everybody around you is like, everybody's having a good fucking time, you are around the wrong fucking people. Because one thing with me, when you get me, you get a lot. You get a whole lot, because when you get me, you get someone who stands by your side, who is like, what do we need to do to move this mountain? You're not sitting there by yourself trying to figure out how to fucking move a mountain. I know what that feels like. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work trying to figure out how to move a mountain. It's a lot of work trying to understand and try to figure out how to revamp a business, how to gain followers, how to keep followers, how to do all this other stuff and maintain it, keep maintaining and improve your empire. No, it's not. It's not for the faint of heart, and it's not for everyone, because if it was for everyone would be doing it. So you have to be careful with the people that you have around you, because if they're only there for the ride, you got to get them you got to get them out of your car. If they are only there for the ride and they don't bring anything with them in the ride, or even worse, they have the means to help you. They have the means to help you. They have the resources to help you, and they choose not to. Get rid of those people today. Do you understand me? I love you. Stay up, stay blessed. I'm here for you. Deuces, and I'm out. Click it.